سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hanif Abdul Ali. My life prior to Islam was one of search. I mean, I was born in a Christian family, so my introduction to God and my initial understanding was based on that belief system. However, I reached a point in my life where, to me, I didn't find satisfaction with that. I began to question some things which didn't make sense to me, and this led to me actually questioning whether or not God existed. Now, what Islam did for me was it brought me back to the realization that God must exist by answering a simple question that I didn't find in my previous religion, and that was, why was I created? Right? The one thing that I found in the Quran that I just don't find in other revealed scripture or in any belief system is the answer to this question. And it was this verse in the Quran which says that I did not create man and jinn except to worship me. And from this point, I realized that I'm created here to be a servant for the one who created me and everything around me. If the person is going to succeed, he has to have help from Allah, the Creator, the one who knows everything. So I believe that Allah, He gave us these worships, these rituals, like prayer, fasting, and things like that, in order to constantly remind us of why we are here and what it is that we're trying to do. When you look at fasting, I see fasting as something that teaches us the self-control that's needed in order to live a healthy life as a worshiper. Like a worshiper has to be someone who puts aside his desires, his wants, for what God, Allah wants and requires from him. Of all the worships that we, or all the rituals that we partake in, besides the Hajj, which I had the pleasure of making in 2010, that was a beautiful experience. But since that isn't something I can do regularly, I would say of the rituals that I do regularly, I would prefer the prayer, because it's in the prayer that I find that moment of peace and solitude, focusing on my conversation with my Lord, and also knowing that He hears me and He answers the prayers. There's a type of peace and tranquility that comes over me in the prayer that I can't find in any other act of worship. So I would say the prayer. The only thing I can say is I think I would be a very confused person if I did not have particular acts of worship in my life. Allah.